changed at the same time. We had a new Vice President, Michelle Brissett. Susie Walters was elected Secretary, Kim Ziegel, and Tammy Patterson are the dual treasurers. So what the Football Boosters' goal is obviously to support the promotion of football team. However, we recognize the importance of a well-rounded athletic program, and we realize many athletes participate in several different sports. As a matter of fact, I was at a basketball game the other night. I just brought this to show you. This is the football book, and then this is the basketball book. I wasn't aware of it, but half the basketball team is also on the football team. As you know, students go back and forth between sports. The reason I'm mentioning that is that I'm not here to disrespect or minimize any other sports. My daughter played soccer here for 4 years, varsity. Had another daughter cross country. My son dabbled in wrestling for a bit. So again, I appreciate the entire athletic program here at Ogama Heights. But I am here to state concerns about where we stand as a football program and talk about what I believe where the football program goes, so our athletic program goes, and our school system could go. And I'll explain that as I read this letter and then have a couple comments on it. I tried to put things together that I wanted to mention. This letter that I handed to the board that I'm going to read was put together to send out to the community, football parents, but also the community as a whole, any football fans, to kind of let them know what the boosters are and some of the concerns that we have. So I'll just read the letter and then we'll have a few comments on it, a couple of questions for the board. The letter reads, Dear football parents, alumni, and community Falcon football fans. Over the years, Ogama Heights High School football has provided happiness, excitement, wholesome entertainment, and pride to our community. Falcon football is respected statewide as a quality program, and it represents our values as a community. More than that, it has assisted in forming our local boys into men. Lessons taught and learned on the football field, such as hard work, discipline, dedication, and teamwork, have been carried into manhood in every field of endeavor. While all athletics carry the lessons, football, not only in our community but nationally, has risen to the top in sports entertainment in numbers of participants, as well as total fan base and in revenue potential. Football has given a showcase to wonderful cheerleading programs and a stage and audience for high school bands to perform and display their talents before a fan base of thousands. Like all athletic programs, monetary support is vital to continuance of the program. One factor overlooked or sometimes unknown is that football, due to the nature of the game and the equipment needed by each player, is by far the most costly. Football could self-maintain. Unfortunately, the revenue generated by football is not solely applied to the football team. Falcon football, while generating more money from ticket sales than any other sport, does not get to keep that money. It goes into a general athletic fund to be used to help support other forms of athletics within the high school. The football team receives a small amount, approximately, I believe, $2,500 per year for helmet reconditioning, which jeopardizes the team's needs. Many times, helmets set for reconditioning are not returned as they no longer pass requirements for safety under the MHSAA. A new helmet then has to be purchased and can cost around $300. Other needs include protective pads, transportation costs, meal costs, uniforms, etc. The football boosters receive the money from concessions sold during games. However, they fund all the costs of the foods and other items needed to run concessions. Therefore, what is left is not making up the difference lost in the general fund. Let me step aside for a moment and mention what a strong athletic program does for the community as a whole. More than just football is at stake here. It's a proven fact that communities without sports programs have higher crime rates, lower academic levels of achievement, and less success across the board than those who support active, thriving athletic competition among their youth. And again, while we have a diverse choice of sports activities at Ogama Heights, football is our bread and butter. Loose football and all athletic programs will be diminished. One huge concern is the new school of choice. It has already affected our district's bottom line. And if the attractiveness of our total program diminishes, it could cause parents to look elsewhere for their children's educational needs. Football is a major asset to Ogama Heights and our elementary schools, and that factor alone. It is taken for granted by some that every fall on Friday nights the lights of Falcon Stadium will come on and the Falcon football team will take the field to represent our community and uphold and defend our good name. Display the potential of our people and demonstrate the pride we all experience as Falcons current and alumni. I myself, until a few years ago, was unaware of the fact that it takes a network of year-round effort by volunteers behind the scenes to ensure our football team makes the field each fall, ready to compete, ensure our coaching staff can focus on the game without worrying if they will have fuel to transport the team to away games and meals for the players on the road. The Falcon football boosters are the core of that network. We need your support so young men can continue the tradition of Falcon football as safe as possible while remaining competitive on the field as players and beyond into the game of life. We need members, we need more attendance.